Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Sincere Shalom to 144,001 Now, the Algerian, which is the country of Algeria in North Africa. It's I believe Ishmael up in there, and Arab just means a mixed multitude. Nonetheless, they're heathens, all right? Because you had Ishmael, Elam, and all those other heathens uh, intermingling in Western Asia. But back to the main topic right here. Algerian Parliament unanimously votes to support Palestine militarily. So that's them pretty much declaring war against the Israelis, which, as we know, the country of Yemen has also declared war, and is pretty much at war with the Israelis right now. They've been volleying, right, throwing missiles at the Israelis. The Algerian Parliament on the 2nd of November 2023 unanimously voted to authorize President Abdel Majid to enter the Gaza-Israel war and throw his support behind Palestine. The 100 out of 100 vote came a day after the anniversary of Algeria's war on liberation against French colonism. And this is the start. I wouldn't necessarily say the start, but this is the war heating up against you Edomites' hegemony, specifically you Western Edomites, Europe, Babylon, Australia, pretty much all these Edomite countries that are part of the beast. Because to my understanding, the only Edomite country that's not a part of the beast, or countries, is the ones that ally with Russia, because Russia is not a part of the beast. Because Russia will be used to take out Babylon the Great, and of course the beast as well is going to turn on Babylon the Great. But Russia is not a part of the beast. All right, and this is the world rising up against you Edomites, you devils that have been spreading your wicked wine throughout the earth. Let's get this in Job. And this is gonna keep increasing, because Babylon the Great is not gonna back down. They said no ceasefire. They want all out war, because these Edomites are bloodthirsty. But these Edomites truly don't understand that they're gonna go down from this. Especially these average Edomites. And I was wondering I'd say, actually, let me get this scripture before I speak on that. This is Job 20 and 22. And it reads, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." And the wicked is going into laborers, workers. All right. And that's going into Jake. All right. And the rest of these heathens. Now, my point that I want to get was that I look at the economy. I look at people's wages, what the average American, etc., makes, what is the cost of rent, just everyday things, right? And the average American barely makes mid to high 30 in the 30,000, so 36, 37,000. That's what the average American makes. Now, Esau, you can tell Esau is trying to deceive people in a way, because when you type it in how much the average American makes, it'll say 50,000 a year. but that's not factoring in taxes. That's before taxes. So when you factor in taxes, it's more like the mid to high 30,000. Now, how much does it cost to survive on your own on average in all of the US? The cheapest country state I seen was like the mid high 40,000s. So that means the average American cannot survive, and that's just to survive like middle class, so to speak, right? You're not skating poverty, so to speak. You're not in poverty. You have to, in the cheapest, I think it was like Alabama, that was or Mississippi, that was the cheapest state to live in. It was like 46,000 a year. An average American makes about 10,000 less than that. So I was wondering, I'm like, huh. And this is before all those videos started popping up of people crying out about how it's just unsustainable, the cost of living. Before all those videos started popping up, I was wondering, like, why isn't nobody, speaking about this? Why is this so hush mouth? Why is everybody acting like it's not a big deal? And then I finally realized pride, man. It's straight up pride. All right. They're so proud, right? They're puffed up with pride that they don't want to speak about this horrendous situation in Babylon the Great, man. And now you do have a lot of people coming out, speaking about this, how it's unsustainable. It's a lot of women too. It's a lot of women speaking out on this, and it's only going to get worse. Very soon, it's going to turn to rioting. All right. And it's gonna be real chaotic here in Babylon the Great. It's gonna be the most destructive country in existence, mainly because of those nukes. Now let's go to let's get the book Joel, the 3rd chapter. This is Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time will I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So that all 12 tribes, Judah and Jerusalem, so that Judah all the way down to Issachar, all 12 tribes will be brought out of captivity together, which has not happened. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations in part of my land. So the main point right there is that we're starting to see that buildup of these nations going down into Western Asia, man. And then you have the Northern Army, which is going into the Babylonian army, going to Western Asia as well. Let's get an account on that. This is Joel 2:20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. And that's that barren. What did it say again? That land that is barren and desolate is going into Saudi Arabia. All right, that desert over there. Okay, I've seen Elder Apostle Hart break it down beautifully. All right, because when this war breaks out, there's gonna be a draft. It's clearly gonna be a draft. All right, people, the military, Babylon's military will go down there. The U.S. will be attacked and invaded. You're gonna have Russia. You're gonna have Russia getting involved, and you best believe when Russia starts getting involved, things are gonna heat up on a big scale, because Russia and China, mainly Russia and China, are the top 3 most powerful militaries. Is Russia, China, and the U.S. So once two of those three countries go at war with each other, things are really gonna heat up. And let's get Matthew 24. This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we see wars and rumors of war. Rumors of war, what? China, Taiwan, all right? A war that's going on, Palestine and the Israelis, Ukraine and Russia. And there could be some more that I'm missing. But these wars is just going to keep spreading and spreading, and they're all going to connect. Because that's how the Most High has it set up. And I'm in this in Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38 and Ezekiel 38 and 16. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes. So Russia is going to come after Jake. Because they know the Russians, pretty much all these top uh, kings, right, of these countries know who the children of Israel are. They know. They know who Esau. They know who Esau is too. They know. So Putin was showing Jake, specifically the Southern Kingdom's artwork from the Dark Ages on live video. All right, I don't know if it was live video, but it was video of Russia giving some speech. Not Russia, Putin, Vladimir Putin giving a speech. I think he did this multiple times, and in the background, it'll have the artwork of our forefathers, the actual artwork in the background. And he's showing this on video multiple times. I believe one of them was live video. Vladimir Putin showing that. And then you got Jakes that may not even know they're Israelites. All right, they may be on that Moor stuff, even though the Moors, some of the Moors knew that they were Israelites, right? But nonetheless, you got Jakes, specifically so-called blacks, right, that are pointing out that Putin is doing that, and they think it's a good thing. They think Putin's doing a good thing. He's for the black people, whatever the madness is. They're thinking, which is not true. Right? Russia is still an Edomite nation, and they will come after Jake to slaughter Jake. Okay, we just read it. Because Gog and Magog is that landmass that Russia inhabits now. And I'm going to end that off right there. Lord's will is edifying. Oh, wait, one more thing, man. From that passage I just read in verse 16, where it says, and I will bring thee against my land. So Russia is going to be up in that land too. And the land of Israel, I believe, goes all the way down to Yemen, man. That whole part of Western Asia, pretty much almost all of Western Asia, is the land of Israel. That's our land. Those small hats over there only got a little slither of our land. Okay? And Russia is going to really ramp up down there because they're going to be that guard. Let's get that. They're going to be a guard to these other nations. And we already see it happening now. Russia, it's already been years ago, 2021, I believe, where it came out of Russia training these Eastern African nations, and I think Northern African nations. Russia's giving them training, weapons. Russia even said to what was it, Nigeria or Niger, or one of those countries in West Africa, that Russia is willing to give them any military weapon they need to defend themselves, man. And that can mean nukes. All right? This is Ezekiel 38 and 7. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's Russia. You got Persia, Ethiopia, and that's Persia's Iran, Libya, Gomer that's going into Turkey. All right, so all these nations are gonna link up with Russia to come against the small hats, Esau. Esau as a whole is Esau and the heathen versus pretty much Esau and the heathen. And the winner is Yahweh Shai and the elect. I'm ending that off right there. Lord's will is edifying. Shalom.